Hello and welcome to yet another episode of Let's Play Silver 1999. It's actually the second time I'm trying to record this because we had a crash, I'm afraid, while I was trying to record this episode originally. So let's see if this works, because it was a massive crash. So in the last episode, if I remember correctly, because it was yesterday, we got ourselves Cajun, our newest party member. Lovely character who is a martial artist and quite strong without any weapons, despite the fact that he's now taking a lot of damage from this guy. In this episode we'll carry on exploring the monastery a little bit further and hopefully we'll get somewhere. Now I've noticed that unfortunately there is a bit of an issue with echoing sounds from the game while recording. I'm afraid this is the best I can do right now. I don't really have another way of doing it at the moment, so I'm terribly sorry about the terrible sound quality of the game itself. But there's not much I can do right now, I'm afraid. As I said, it has to do with my current setup, but it's the only way I can have sound and the only way I can actually work this out. Now, this is where we had the crash, so let's see, hopefully there's no crash. Good. Because the problem is, with that crash, means I hadn't saved in about, what, 5-10 minutes? Which is not a lot, but it's still 5-10 minutes I had to play, and I was a bit anxious that it would crash once more, so at least it didn't crash right there and then. Yeah, wow, I selected Jug here for a second, by mistake, but at least I got some damage out of this. Cool. Cajun, can you deal with whoever comes this way? No, no one's coming this way. Yeah! So the last recording session was yesterday, which was actually the first recording session. This is a new recording session, so for the first time I'm recording in a different day. And I'm quite happy with the progress I did, because yesterday, in about 3 hours of recording, I was able to get about 10 or 11 episodes of this Let's Play series. I'm very happy with that. Let's see how far I can make it today. As long as I feel comfortable and I don't have to go to bed and I'm not making too much noise so my neighbors don't have reasons to complain about me, it might be a good idea for me to record a little bit more. You know, the more content the better, as I can consecutively have it be released on YouTube and allow for people to find it. I'm not expecting many people to find this Let's Play. This is a very obscure game regardless of your experiences with it. It is available on Steam and GOG.com, so maybe some people have now got new experiences with this game. But I'm not expecting many people to find it, I'm afraid. One thing I haven't talked about is the sceneries for this game. Even though, you know, this game is from 1999, so I'm not expecting the best graphics in the world, the sceneries are quite nice. I enjoy them very much. Right, there's a cutscene coming along, or at least a dialogue scene, so let's see.
He appears to be unaffected by the poison.
Could meditation counter its effect?
It's more likely that he's remained in a trance throughout and hasn't drunk the infected water.
Do you think he can hear us?
If he chooses to.
I don't mean to disturb you.
But human nature is prone to inquisitiveness, I understand. And no, I didn't drink the water. But unfortunately, I'm the only one here who didn't.
You must leave the monastery. You won't survive long without water.
I won't leave. I'll stay until the poison dissipates and the font is purified. Meditation will preserve me.
Is there nothing we can do to change your mind?
No, but it would help my concentration if you could find me one of life's great questions to ponder. I will reward your labor well.
We'll do what we can.
Thank you. But now I must return to my trance.
Right, so we need to find one of life's greatest questions. Unfortunately, I know you can't really hear much about it. So, for us to find that, I have a feeling we should potentially go to the library and see if one of the professors will have something for us. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. I don't know what this was. I'm just trying to be funny and completely and miserably failing at it, I'm afraid. But I have a feeling we will want to speak to Professor Whittle.
Oh, hello. You will have to forgive my excitement, but,
He's just reasoned out one of life's great questions.
Haha, that's handy.
Professor. Here, you should take it. Such thought-provoking philosophies are inspiring. It may help you on your quest.
Thank you. I'm sure it will.
See, the question of life scroll, this is something incredible. However, I'm a bit scared that we haven't had a chance to save our game yet, I'm afraid. I'm hoping there won't be more crashes, but you never know. I might need to splice the episode rather than just do a full episode on its own, and I wouldn't like to do that, because the least trouble I have with editing, the better for me. I'm a lazy boy. In the meantime, now that we have one of life's greatest questions... Oh, please don't crash here again, because this was the room. Oh, good. Well done. We could do something else now that we have the bronze key from the last boss we fought. However, I do want to do things in this order. You can do them in any order. Now that you have the bronze key, you could go to where the bronze key is, which you still don't know unless you know the game. But I prefer to do it like this, because I have a feeling this is how you're supposed to do it. Not entirely sure, but could be.
We have a scroll that details a life question for you to consider.
Thank you. I'm sure I'll find this most engaging. In return, take this ethereal potion. It will transport you to a different place in time and will answer questions you don't yet know to ask.
Uh-huh. Ethereal potion. Oh, I chose Cajun to do this part. I should have chosen David. It's a bit more canonic. However, once again, it's really cool. So, right now, we are in an ethereal form, I guess. And we're over here, and guards can't really touch us. So I think we're just here to observe. Oh, there's the magic trio. Oh, Jesus! Well, good thing we can still interact with items.
What happened?
I've just seen Silva kill Rueben. I was transported to a gallery where Rueben was exhibiting his paintings. Then Silva walked in. It was horrific. His boots and this key were all that were left. What would compel him to do such a terrible thing?
Silver doesn't need a reason. He enjoys inflicting pain.
Right. Well, the problem with this is that we don't really know who Rueben is yet, but we will find out very, very soon. Because before I even move on to the next dungeon per se, I will like to introduce to you a new character, and he will be our final playable character. I'm just going over my mind. Yeah, our final playable character. So, in this episode, we're actually going to get a new character and a new orb. That's interesting. Let's make our way there right now. There we go. I do have something to show you here. We're back here again, which means that we will have to fight more of these and these little things, these monsters, these monstrosities. But thankfully, we are now much stronger than before, and we can kill them in about one hit, or a couple of them. Should Jug get this for now? Yeah. Oh, the golem still hit for a little bit, but now we have much more health, and we can deal with them so much more easily. It's not even funny. Now, there is something in the forest, but I never really understood the reason why it exists. I'll show you. See this little area over here, whenever we're done with these guys. Any more that are going to show up? Right, so just for item management purposes. Oh no, there's another apple. There we go. Just for completion purposes, let's say, I would like to show you this part of the game, this part of the forest over here. Now, what this does is give you a lovely animation and heal your character completely. The thing is, it's the only place this shows up. There's absolutely no other point in the game, if I remember correctly, where this shows up. So it's a bit random that it just shows up in the forest. Anyway, this is somewhere where we haven't been yet. And we have more of these enemies to fight. There we go, there we go. Ah, just forget about them, let David fight them. You grab that potion, the strength potion, which we don't really need. I'm gonna go against my own rule of just leaving apples in the floor, because right now I don't think I need to get the apples. It's just taking too long. Especially when there's more enemies coming around. Ah, actually, right, that's fine. They're literally in the way. So I might as well just go. Alright. That was not very helpful, Jug. Jag is the silver henchman. Jug is our friend. There we go. Right, so this is where we need to go.
Wasn't this Ruben's house?
Yes, I used to come here as a boy and watch him paint. Silver will pay for his death.
So this is Ruben's house, and actually the text here makes sense. They will change the dialogue on whether or not you find this place before or after you've seen Ruben die in that cutscene. But here we go.
Who are you? And how did you get in?
Sorry, we didn't know you were here. We used Ruben's key.
That's impossible. Ruben's opening an art exhibition in the north.
Were you a friend?
Yes, my name is Charo. I'm also his student. You said were. Has something happened?
I'm sorry. It seems Silver took offense to Ruben's subject matter. He killed him.
What?
I'm afraid he's right. We saw Ruben's death while using an ethereal potion.
So why are you here? Come to rifle his work?
You're upset. Please. We're not here to steal anything. We're looking for 8 magical orbs. They'll help us defeat Silver.
Why? Ruben was nothing to you.
Silver is evil, and he will continue to kill indiscriminately until he is stopped.
And we will stop him.
Then I must help you.
So meet Chiaro. Chiaro is honestly a good character, slightly underpowered when it comes to the health department. However, when it comes to magic department, he is absolutely brilliant, and we are going to take Chiaro, much like we've done until now with all our characters. So unfortunately, that means we're going to have to leave Jug behind for a little bit and take Chiaro with us.
Jug, go back to the camp and wait for the Duke. He would want to learn of Ruben's death.
So like I said, I would like to give everyone a little bit of time in the sun. Now, let's look at this. 144 MP. That's what Cajun has, and Cajun is quite the mystical character. He can hold his own with magical power. David has 102. Chiaro has 168, which is actually quite a lot. Now, I could give Chiaro just a magic orb and let him go crazy with it, but unfortunately we don't have many magic replenishing items. We will have more items later on, or more ways to replenish magic, if I'm not mistaken, later on. More opportunities. But just before we end this episode, let's search on Ruben's house, because this is something we definitely want.
Another orb. Charo, surely you knew of its power.
No, I just presumed it was one of Ruben's more abstract sculptures.
There we go. We now have the 4th orb, which is the lightning orb. So we did things in the correct way. That's absolutely lovely. and I enjoy that. I need to give David an apple. Yeah, that's everyone sorted. I'm gonna give Charo a sword for now. And the cleaver, or the scythe rather. David, you'll have the scythe once again. There will come a point where I will once again control David more than I control the other characters. But for now, that's it for this episode of Silver. Let's Play Silver 1999. Join me once again tomorrow, where we're going to carry on now with Charo in our party, and we are going to explore where that bronze key we got last episode actually fits. So join me here tomorrow. See you then.